Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Royal Instinct. Today we are going to be watching a video about Andy Elliott, okay, and why I believe he is a BDSM dominatrix who is implementing a sales training technique to make his followers to make them more submissive, so that they submit to him, so that they follow his every lead, and he is using religion to trick these people into becoming submissives for him. Okay, in essence, all he is doing is financial domination. He is a dominatrix. He is installing all his tactics, right, but packaging them up in a way where you believe that this is a very religious man who's a very good man because he talks about Jesus and God a lot, that you believe that he is going to do the right thing and look after you, that he's going to lead you towards salvation. That is what he wants you to believe. That is what he wants his followers to believe. That is why this guy's making a lot of money. But in essence, all he's doing is cosplaying a preacher, right? He is trying to be a religious leader, right? Using the name in God in vain, using the name of Jesus in vain in order to trick you, because you are somebody who believes in Jesus and God, because you are somebody who believes in religion, because he pretends to also believe in those things. And because you think, okay, this guy is a man of God, I am going to hand over my money to him. I'm going to allow him to help me because he's a God-fearing man, when all the truth of it all is that he is just a charlatan, that he is just a pretender, that he is just somebody who is trying to use big words, big statements, big promises to make sure that you part with your cash. Let's jump straight into this video of this pretender.
Let's rock and roll.
Let's rock and roll. Okay, like this is about to be some massive rock festival, like this is about to be, some groundbreaking, rebellious thing that you're about to do. Let's rock and roll.
3 important questions, and then we're going to get straight into handling some objections and stuff.
Okay, 3 important questions that he wants to ask you to make sure that you can follow him, that you are up to his standard. And why does he do that? He wants you to be fall into his frame. He wants you to follow his standard, right? And once he's asked these 3 questions, okay, and you say yes, and you answer the 3 questions in the correct way, that you then follow into his frame, that you any objections that you have, right, have already kind of been answered within the previous 3 questions. It is all a funnel for him to exert his dominance over you, so that you become a submissive pay pig for his sales team.
Okay. Depending on your answers, it will determine how much you'll pay attention today, and most importantly, how much you'll change. There will be,
depending on your answers, how much you'll pay attention, right, and how much you'll change. Pay attention, what he actually means is how much you'll pay at the end of the fucking course. How much you'll change is, if you answer the way that I do, you're going to become a fucking submissive for me. You're going to become my sales slave, and therefore I'm going to be able to lord over you. I'm going to be able to exert my dominance over you. This is what he wants. This is what he is about. He is trying to break you down psychologically, mentally, physically, and spiritually, to the point where you follow his fucking lead, where you don't believe in yourself, where you don't trust yourself, where you have no faith within yourself, and that you are somebody just following this guy blindly.
people who will pay attention, but they won't change, which will be very sad. All right. Number 1, I'm going to give you a chance to answer this. Do not look at what I said.
Why? I mean, he said it'll be very sad if you don't fucking pay attention to what I'm saying, is because he's funneling you into his frame. He's going to systematically break you down. He's going to systematically make sure that you fall into his frame, so that he is the one that you see as a messiah, that the person that you see as a guru, the person that you see as a leader. That is what he wants. That is how he's going to break you down psychologically.
Can you guys just, on your piece of paper, can you just write down why you're here? You're in sales right now, and you're currently not earning the money that you would like to earn right now.
Okay. I mean, anyone who's watching this guy's content, this guy's content is very fucking boring. It's very dry. This guy's got no charisma. Okay. And obviously anybody who's watching his shit, who manages to, allow themselves to be put through the pain of watching his fucking content, of course that's somebody who's not happy in life. Of course that's somebody who's not earning the amount of money that they wish that they could earn, right? So it's a fucking given at this point, right? I don't get why this guy, is saying all this shit, but I also do know he's saying it so that you fall into his frame, so that he can exert control over you. He wants you in a submissive state, and that is what he is doing right now.
Now I want you to shoot me a text message.
Shoot him a text message, right? Okay, what's the text message going to say? Yeah, I'm willing to pay you. The only people he will respond to are the people who are willing to buy his courses, who are willing to pay for his shit.
918-210-0254. I want to know your name. I want to know what industry you're in, how long you've been selling, and what are you struggling with. Guys.
Yeah, he wants all this information beforehand so that he can already, when he calls you, right, that he can hit you at your pain points, right? Are you in this industry? It's a shit industry to be in. You need to be in this industry, okay? This is how much you're making. You need to make 10x more, okay? He's trying to find the trigger points, the pain points, so that you are more easily manipulated by him. Let's jump back into the video.
Right now, I'm building the most deadliest elite salespeople in the world.
He's not building the deadliest sales team in the world. He's building the fucking weakest, most submissive people. The types of people who have no fucking chance in making any money in any type of industry because they are followers. Okay. What the world doesn't need more followers. The world needs more leaders. And Andy Elliott is not producing leaders. He's not producing points of authority. Okay. He's not producing subject matter expert, which is what I'm doing. Right. He is producing submissive people who need and beg for a fucking leader. All he's asking for is followers, right? That is the worst type of person, a follower, okay? The world needs more leaders. There's enough followers in the world, right? We don't need more of them, right? This is how I can tell that this guy, all he cares about is his own ego. All he cares about is lining up his own pockets with your fucking money. He's not about producing more leaders in the world, which is what I'm about. This is why you can tell that this guy is a fraud.
The 3% of salespeople in this world run the 97% of the rest.
Okay, where's the data? Right, he just threw a random statistic out there, okay, saying that 3% of sales trainers run 97% of sales trainers. Where are you getting these fucking figures from, Andy? Where are you getting these fucking figures from? No, you're not going to fucking cite the, the Harvard scientific study on this? No, of course not, because it's fucking bullshit.
Of the world. Without sales, the world is screwed.
Is it screwed though? Is it screwed? A world without sales? I think a world without sales is a better world, okay? Because we don't need more sales. We need more honesty. We need to buy more on things that actually are worthwhile, right? Because no one needs to sell you water, okay? Water is a need, and therefore you just go to whoever is selling water and you buy it from them. There's no sales involved. There's no fucking tips and tricks, right? There's no fucking magic words that you say, magic sales point price. Okay. It's a fucking need that needs addressing. And then whoever is able to offer that thing, right, is the person who's going to receive the fucking money. Right. So there's no sales tactics. The world doesn't need more salespeople. The world needs more leaders, which is what I am creating. I'm creating kings. I am creating kingdoms. I am creating nations. That is what we need more of.
You want to earn more money than ever, you just got to become dangerous at sales. I will teach you how to do it.
Wonderful. Okay. If you want to earn more money than ever, I will teach you dangerous sales and you will earn more money than ever. Oh, yeah. That's fucking great. Right. Okay. If you're so fucking good, then why are people at multinational companies not hiring you? Okay. Why do you have to go to fucking random people on the internet, on YouTube, to try and fall into your funnel so that you can upsell them some fucking $5,000 course so that you can extract every fucking penny out of their pocket? Why are you doing this? Right? Like, if your sales training is so fucking good, why are multinational companies not hitting you up to improve and boost their sales?
Text me 918-210-0254. Text me now.
And look at the fucking vein on his forehead. Okay, like this guy is supposed to be an honest guy. He's supposed to be a religious guy. He's supposed to be the comeback kid, as it says on his fucking lame ass t-shirt, right? Um, but why does he have this massive fucking vein on his head? Oh, is it because he's roided out of his fucking mind? Is it because he's on fucking TRT? Is it because he's on steroids? Why is it that every fucking fake charlatan on the internet happens to also be on TRT? Why is it that every fucking fake charlatan on the internet also is on fucking gear, steroids, peptides, whatever you fucking want to call it, right? Why are they always taking performance enhancing drugs? Is it because in real life they are fake? They have to fake it till they make it. And the big fat vein on his head that looks like a fucking cock obviously makes him look like a person who is fake. Okay, he looks like he should be on the stage competing for some beauty pageant, some Mr. Olympia, right? Where you take fucking gear, where you fucking pump up your muscles so that you look like you're some fake performative type alpha male. That is what this guy's doing. This is why he is surrounded by fakes, by losers. This is why this guy literally is walking around with a massive penis on his forehead.
Let's get back to the video. I'm going to change your life. Let's go.
Is he going to change your life though, or is he just going to siphon off money out of your pocket into his own?
I want to tell you what I put here. I want to break my weaknesses.
He wants to break your weaknesses, okay? And for him to break his weaknesses, you're going to have to tell him what your weaknesses are. And once you tell him what your weaknesses are, he'll use that information against you to make you submit, to make you his fucking pay pig.
Break my weaknesses. That's why I train. I train so that I can self-correct.
By the way, why is this guy wearing like a oversized dress shirt, untucked? Okay, right. I mean, you can see the shirt at the bottom. You see the way that the corners at the bottom are, ludicrously long. Okay, like strangely long. Like a shirt shouldn't be that long. Oh wait, it's because a shirt that size, a dress shirt that you're supposed to wear for formal attire, okay, is supposed to be tucked in. Okay, like that's why it looks ridiculous. This type of shirt is supposed to be tucked in, and he's just allowing it to hang out over his trousers. Oh wait, this guy's not wearing fucking trousers. He is wearing booty shorts, right? He is wearing booty shorts. Why is a middle-aged man, right, roided out of his fucking mind, taking steroids to the point of where the veins on his forehead look like a penis, right? Why is a guy like that wearing booty shorts? Okay, is he trying to attract closeted gays? Okay, if you are homosexual, if you are gay, I mean, it's not your fault. You're doing what you're doing. You're into what you are into. Okay, but he wants to attract you, right, for a particular reason. Is it because he is also a closeted gay? Right, that is speculation. Right, we are speculating right now. Is he a homo? Right, is he a homosexual in the closet? Is he trying to attract a certain type of demographic? Okay, why are you here? Is it because you want to stare at him in an oversized dress shirt, wearing the tightest booty shorts that even a teenage girl would not wear?
Okay. Also, I want a skill stack. I am a very skilled person.
Are you? Are you, Andy? Are you a very skilled person, are you? Are you a very skilled person? Are you going to teach me the skills? Are you going to teach me the skills to sales? Are you going to teach me the skills to sales? The skills to sales? Are you going to do it in your booty shorts?
I can stack new skills on me every day.
He wants to stack men onto him, okay? That is what he's doing. That is why he's wearing boot shorts. He is trying to attract a certain type of demographic. He is trying to attract a certain type of men. I mean, this is a room full of men, right? Like, I mean, like at least if he turned up in a proper suit, right, if he buttoned up his shirt, okay, if he wore a tie, if he wore I guess the rolled up sleeves is fine, right? Like I can handle that. But if he but at least wear a pair of fucking trousers. Okay, there's no need for you to wear tight booty shorts in a room full of men. It seems sus. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's a little bit sus. Okay. There's no need for him to do this, but he chooses to do it. Why? Because he wants to penetrate you with his sales tactics. Okay. The sales tactics being the veiny penis on his forehead. He wants to penetrate you deep. He wants to penetrate you with his sales tactics.
I want to do that. That builds my confidence.
because it builds his confidence. Okay, because if he penetrates you with his sales tactic, right, which is what he another name for his penis. Okay, allegedly. Okay, I read it on the forum somewhere. That he is, being penetrated by your sales force, his own sales force. He wants to ejaculate his sales knowledge into your bowels, right? That is what he's about. That is what he's doing. He is wearing boot shorts. He is wearing a oversized dress shirt so that you can become intellectually attracted to him. Okay, intellectually aligned with him. Okay, spiritually aligned, and that he can ejaculate his sales knowledge into your bowels.
I want to recreate. I want to reinvent myself.
He wants to recreate. Okay. He wants to recreate himself. He wants to recreate you. He wants to recreate the bounds of a heterosexual employer and sales manager relationship into the way that he sees fit.
Daily.
Reinvent myself daily. I want to recreate and reinvent myself daily. I'm sorry, right? If you're reinventing, right, yourself daily, right? Like you're not an original person. Okay, you're not being yourself. You're literally, oh, I want to reinvent myself every single fucking day. That's fucking exhausting, right? That is so exhausting. That is not needed, right? That is not how you're going to make sales, right? This guy's literally making shit up. This guy's literally talking out of his fucking ass, okay, to the point where he wants you to do stuff that kind of sound interesting. That sound, like, oh wow, this is really going to fucking help me, make more money. If I'm able to reinvent myself daily. Reinventing yourself daily means fuck all. Okay, reinventing yourself daily is a waste of time, right? Tell us how to make more fucking money instead of giving us fake buzzwords in order for you to, justify yourself wearing boot shorts.
That's why I'm here. I don't want to learn how to change once a week, once a month. I want to change every day for the rest of my life.
Why? Why would you want to change every single fucking day of your life? Like, okay, if you're in a shit place, if you're a loser, right? I want to change myself. Okay, that sentence makes sense, right? But now, if you now need to reinvent yourself every single day, because once you are good, right, that you are making progress, now I need to reinvent myself. Okay, I was a go-getter. I was, number one sales trainer in my fucking company. Now I need to reinvent myself and be a fucking pirate. That doesn't make sense, does it? Does it, Andy? Andy, does it make sense? Does it? Reinventing yourself every single day, it is fucking bullshit. This is why nobody takes you seriously. Okay, and when you are wearing booty shorts, okay, they're too tight for you, obviously, and too large of a dress shirt. It just makes you seem like a clown.
By the way, I owe it to my bloodline.
Your bloodline's going to be instinct anyway, because first of all, you're on too much TRT, right? You're probably infertile. You don't have any children anyway. Let's find out. Let me Google if this guy's got kids. Just so that I'm spreading truth. But if you're reinventing yourself every single day, then which bloodline are you trying to, align yourself with? Because every single day, allegedly, you've got a different fucking bloodline, right? It is absolutely out of control what this guy is saying. This guy is, he doesn't have a fucking clue what he is talking about in his boot shorts.
Be unreasonable. Okay.
I mean, those boot shorts are definitely fucking unreasonable. Okay. Those boot shorts are criminal, right? Those boot shorts are something that you should not wear. Okay. So this guy has 2 daughters and a son, right? Okay. So he's got 3 kids. So, he got his children in before he became infertile, before he started, abusing TRT. So, his bloodline is intact. Okay. However, you are embarrassing your bloodline by wearing these very, very extra tight boot shorts.
For me, for my family, and I want to inspire others. Some of you guys right now, when we don't have a lot of money and you're kind of broke and things are tight.
So he gets a room full of very, very broke people into a room so that he can upsell them and try to, I don't know, turn them on wearing booty shorts. He gets them into a room, very vulnerable people who are gullible, people who are susceptible to scams because they are having a tough time. many people are having a tough time. We're living through a cost of living crisis, and this guy, tells them that, oh, selling is the way out of your pain. Selling is the way that you can salvage your situation in life. Okay, that you can take care of the people, the loved ones in your life, right? He's trying to create this sense of to come across like he knows what he's talking about, like he is somebody who is very reassuring, to provide you answers, right? When in essence he has no fucking idea. Okay, because would you buy anything of somebody who is wearing those shorts?
It's very hard to understand.
It's very hard. Is he talking about his penis? Is he talking about his penis right now? Okay, because if it is, that's very inappropriate, Andy. Okay, you should not be talking about your penis in a room full of men wearing these fucking tight shorts. It is disgusting. It is not something that we are allow in society.
Me when I say, like, don't you want to inspire others? You're like,
yeah, I mean, inspiration is great. Inspiration is great. Okay, but what? How do we do it, Andy? How? Give us a how. Or how do I make sales? How do I make money? Give me some sort of clue, right? You are not saying anything. You're being very, very vague. Okay, you are not inspiring anybody. You are just trying to trick people to further on buy the products that you are selling.
dude, honestly, Andy, man, I just want to get out of my own problem right now.
Okay, what's your problem? What's your problem? Is it that you're closeted homosexual? Is that the fucking problem? Is that what you are trying to do right now? Okay, are you just really want to get on your fucking knees and suck anybody's dick in your audience?
Stop thinking so damn small.
Okay. I mean, stop thinking so damn small, because you could be sucking something large. Is that what he's trying to hint at? I mean, is that what he's trying to get at? Right. Okay. Let's be serious. Why does he want you to stop thinking so small? Because later on in his little presentation, when he fucking pulls out that you could learn everything that he has to teach for $5,000, right? And $5,000 is a lot of money for a room full of men who are pretty much broke. Okay, who are desperate, trying to look for a way to feed their family. He doesn't want you to think small in that moment. He wants you to think large, so that you are willing to spend $5,000 with this guy.
Will you please, for the love of God, get out of scarcity and step into abundance?
Okay, if you are somebody who is in abundance, then could you not wear fucking trousers, right? Why do you have to wear, like, you literally look like, you're fucking walking around half naked. Okay, you look like you just rolled out of bed. You look like you're somebody who can't afford a pair of trousers. Okay, you look somebody like who still needs their mother to dress them. Okay, because the way that there's no need for you to wear an oversized dress shirt, okay, with the tightest boot shorts, right? And then you have a bunch of guys sitting in leather chairs, just staring intently at your buttocks. Okay, it's not what is needed. It's not what society wants. Okay, Elliott, we need you to clarify what it is that you're trying to do, what you're trying to sell, right? And why you dress the way that you are dressed.
Why are you so crappy to you?
Why you dress so crappily? Okay, that is what we need to find out right now.
Why, like, how dare you talk to yourself the way that you guys talk to yourself?
Okay, how dare you talk to the audience like that? Okay, who the fuck are you? Nobody even cares about you. Nobody likes you, right? You clearly can't even dress yourself, all right? You abuse your own body. You pump yourself up with steroids, okay? I mean, unless you need a medical issue, like, is there a reason why you are pumping yourself up with fucking peptides, with steroids, with human growth hormones, okay, testosterone replacement therapy? Why are you taking all this shit? Is it a medical reason? Has a doctor prescribed this? Or are you just somebody who wants to, be perceived as an alpha male, that you want to produce muscles on your body, on a body that is not naturally capable of producing muscles? Is that what you're trying to do? Are you trying to fake it till you make it? And if you are somebody who's trying to fake it till you make it, are you even in a position to ask your audience these intrusive questions, right? I'm just here asking a few questions, Andy. Okay, don't get fucking angry. Don't get angry with me, right? I am just trying to point out the hypocrisy that you are causing in society.
If someone were to talk to you guys the way that you guys talk to yourself sometimes, you would literally kill them.
It doesn't make sense. If you talk to I mean, how do you know, first of all, what each person's internal monologue is? Okay. And if, I mean, normal people don't go around society causing murder, right? So for you to make this audacious statement that if you spoke to other people in society the way that you speak to yourself, you will kill them. Uh, First of all, that would also mean that if they spoke to themselves in a way that, that they speak to themselves, that they will commit suicide, right? These people are obviously clearly alive, so they haven't committed suicide. So to make this audacious statement that they will kill those people in real life, it's not true, because if they did, they would actually be dead already, because they would have committed suicide, and they would have never got to the point of where they can go out into the real world, find someone like them, and then kill those people. Right. So those two things cannot exist in a vacuum. They cannot coexist. You are literally talking out of your ass. And the thing is, because you have a stage right now, because you are walking around on the stage, and these people have obviously clearly been vetted, and they paid to be there. They're not going to push back, right? That is what I'm here. I'm here to be their voice. I'm trying to be the voice that they should have, the things that they should have pushed you back on. Right? Somebody should have asked you why you're wearing the tightest boot shorts known to man, and somebody should have asked you why you are talking out of your fucking buttocks.
Some of you have been very bad to you for a very long time. And I don't know what someone.
Oh, you've been such a naughty boy. Some of you have been very, very bad. Some of you have been so bad, I'm going to have to spank you, right? I mean, you can hear the fucking, I mean, the types of people that go to watch Andy Elliott, okay? And anybody who's a fanboy of this guy has clearly got low self-esteem, right? And many people have low self-esteem, right? And there has to come to a point in your life, if you are somebody who has low self-esteem. I mean, because everybody has gone through moments in life where they've had low self-esteem. I certainly have. Okay, I've had low self esteem when I was younger. There comes a point where you kind of have to step it up. There comes a point where you kind of have to take responsibility for yourself, right? And you have to stop seeking guidance from random fucking people wearing ludicrous outfits and taking, performance enhancing drugs, right? There has to come a point where you really step into and take ownership and just look. Everybody fucks up. Some people fuck up, just a little bit. Some people are just lucky, and even though they fuck up, they have daddy's money to take care of themselves. And some people are narcissistic and psychopathic enough, so to the point of where they are able to go on the internet, say audacious random shit, and a bunch of weak-minded, low self-esteem people follow them, and they decide to give them money to the point where that person becomes rich. Insert Andy Elliott, right? This guy is guessing, because most of his followers are low self-esteem people, that you would also be a low self-esteem person, and therefore he is just putting things into your mind. Maybe you have been tough on yourself in the past, and he is just guessing. And if you are somebody who has been tough on themselves in the past, you probably, if you were in that audience, listen to me, be like, yeah, you're right, I have talked to myself in a horrible way, right? I mean, it's absolutely out of control that this guy has no pushback right now.
Did to you, and I don't know what you saw, or I don't know what you did to someone else, but if you believe in God, he's already forgiven you. So I don't get what your problem is anymore.
Okay, now he is invoking the power of God. Okay, now he's like, if you're somebody who believes in God, he's already forgiven you. Okay, okay, right. I mean, most people, I guess, believe in God. Most people, a lot of people are spiritual. Most people, even if they don't believe in God, they can't, say for certain that he's not there. So most people say, yeah, I'm spiritual. Even if you're not religious, most people would say that they're spiritual, or they're atheists, right? And then this guy's saying, if you are somebody who believes in God, God's already forgiven you. How do you know God's forgiven you? Okay, what if you are a Christian and God is actually Muslim? Is that Muslim God's going to forgive you? Because you're following the wrong religion at that point, right? Right. I'm just saying, if you follow his fucking logic, how do you know God's already forgiven everybody? Okay, what if they are child molesters? What if they raped someone? Has God forgiven them for rape? Are you saying God is willing to forgive child abuse? Is God willing to forgive rape? Is that what you're trying to say, Andy Elliott? Are you an advocate for rape or child abuse? What are you trying to say? Clarify what you are trying to say, because somebody like me is obviously going to be questioning it.
Like, you got a clean slate.
Do we have a clean slate? How do we know? How do we know, Andy? How do we know that we have a clean slate? What are you trying to say? How do you know this information?
Like, you guys renew your mind. Okay? Why are you here? I put this down. I'm addicted. Has anybody ever had an addiction?
I mean, like, where is he going right now? Why is he asking people for addiction? So, I mean, people who have addictions, okay, many people have tried this 12-step program. Okay, they've been in a program which kind of is religiously coded. You believe in a higher power to, get over your addiction. These people are then vulnerable. So, is he just preaching to a room full of vulnerable ex-addicts in order for him to get some of their money?
Yep. You got alcohol.
I mean, he goes, "Are there any addicts in the room?" Someone's like, "Woo!" like. I mean, depends what sort of addiction, I guess. Like, but if it's been substance abuse, and if you've not had a fucking great time and you had to give it up, it's not been a good time for you, I assume, right? And the fact that you were somebody who was addicted to some type of substance, alcohol, drugs, whatever, right? And now you find yourself in a room full of other men, watching a guy in booty shorts telling you to um forgive yourself because God's already fucking forgiven you. I mean, it is a low point already, right? You thought you were low when you were trying to rob your mother to buy some more, to sell some of her valuables so that you can go out there and buy drugs. You thought that was a fucking low point. The low point is that you are in a room with Andy Elliott right now, wooing to the fact that you are an ex addict.
Drugs, porn, sex. I don't.
So he's just listing off any type of addiction so that his next point becomes relevant. It doesn't matter what you are addicted to, as long as you're an addict, I will make it relevant to his speech.
know. What are you addicted to? Everybody's addicted to pills. Andy, I got in this car wreck.
Everybody's addicted to pills. Everybody. I'm sorry, I'm not addicted to pills. Like, this guy is absolutely chatting shit out of his fucking ass, right? He has no clue what he's saying. He's just trying to say stuff to the point where it sticks and that you believe whatever he says is correct because you had some type of thing happen that he's describing in your
I
life.
started taking these pills. Next thing you knew, I was hooked. You just got addicted. You're addicted to cheating.
You're addicted to cheating. Yeah, I really wish I could stop cheating my fucking wife, but I'm addicted to it. I really enjoy the fact that I get to have sex with other beautiful women at the expense of my wife, and the fact that she suffers pain really turns me on. Like, it's absolutely mad what this guy's saying.
I don't know. What's your deal? You know
What's your deal, Andy Elliott? What are you up to
what
right
I
now?
know? Highly addictive people can become extremely successful.
Okay, so highly addictive people can become extremely successful. So is he basically right trying to get psychologically damaged? Okay, um, mentally damaged, spiritually damaged people who had some type of trauma in their life and they turn towards substance abuse, okay, towards some type of addiction to escape their trauma, to escape their pain. And then these people who've recovered from that, right? He then tries to find those people and then get him into his little web, into his little scheme and pyramid that he has going on right now. He's trying to get you involved into his business, okay? Because he believes you could become highly addictive into something else. What's the other thing? What could it fucking be, Andy? What could it fucking be? Oh, is it that they're going to become highly motivated salespeople within your fucking company for free? Is that what you're trying to do? Huh?
If they can just trade the bad addictions for the good ones.
Oh no, how easy would that fucking be? Okay, it's only been like 10 years. Somebody's been addicted to fucking crack cocaine. Somebody's been addicted to heroin, and just trade your fucking heroin addiction and now be addicted to making sales on behalf of Andy Elliott Limited. Like, is that what you're trying to do? Is this what the grift is?
I don't want you to stop being an addict.
He doesn't want you to stop being an addict. Keep taking that fucking heroin. Keep taking that crack cocaine. Keep sniffing that methamphetamine. Right. Keep being addicted to weed. Keep being addicted because I like you addicted. When you're addicted, you are weak. Is that what he's trying to do? Is that what he is trying to create? Is it the fact that his sales force are full of ex-addicts and that he is easily he's in a position to easily manipulate somebody like that? Is that what the grift is?
I just want you to be this kind of addict. I am addicted to learning. I am addicted to progress.
I mean, you could just be a learner and somebody who progresses in life without being a fucking addict. Okay, we don't need to be addicted to it. Why is it he's so desperately fixated on this word addict? Okay, why does he need you to be an addict? It is a very weird and strange thing for somebody to wish on another person. Oh, I really wish you're a fucking addict. Okay, I really wish you were addicted to learning and making progress to the point of where you don't go to any of your children's birthday parties, to the point of where you forget spending any time with your fucking wife, to the point of where you literally forego your family in order to carry on making money on behalf of Andy Elliott Limited.
I am an addict of those two things.
I think he's addicted to his boot shorts. I think that is what he is doing.
Up like a crackhead probably fiends crack.
Is that what we're trying to encourage people, that they need to wake up like a fucking crackhead? It does not sound productive. It does not sound glamorous. It sounds kind of weird and mean if you really think about it, right? That he wants you to be as addicted as somebody is to crack cocaine, to the point of where they fucking break into people's houses, break into people's cars to sell valuables that they find, to the point of where people really rob their own parents, mothers and fathers, where they trade and sell their children's fucking toys in order to make a little bit of money so that they can score another hit, another piece of crack. That is how addicted he wants you to be to learning and spending money on Elliot Anderson's courses.
I'm like, whew, I got to get my hit today, man. I got to get my freaking hit, man. I gotta freaking change today. I got to roll today. And you're like,
yeah, is this what we really need? We need more fucking addicts. Many people already fucking burnt out, and now we've fucking got a bunch of crackheads, trying to become hustle entrepreneurs. You know, trying to force us to buy random shit that they sell.
is that real? Bet your ass it's real. Come hang out with us. Yeah, stay an extra week, run around this place. You'll see. You'll see the realest thing ever. Matter of fact, we're more intense up there than we are down here.
Oh no, the real stuff is going on up there. This is just a taster, okay? Because up there, I don't even wear boot shorts, so he's just there standing in the fucking thong, like, look. These people paid probably a lot of money to be in that fucking room anyway. Just give them the fucking source, all right? Like, give them everything that they need, right? And if they make money, they'll pay you a commission. Like, if somebody taught me how to make $1 billion, okay, I'll happily give them 100 mil. Right. Like, even if we sign no contract, even if, like, you know, nothing was signed, nothing was promised, I'll give that person a fucking 100 mil, right? Just because, you know, he was kind enough to help me. 200 mil, 300 mil, whatever you want, have it. Okay. Because you helped me make $1 billion, right? Why do you need to tease people? Why do you need to make them believe that, you know, more serious stuff happens upstairs in the room where you are topless and in a thong?
I got to keep it low so some of you guys don't freak out.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, they're not already freaked out by a fucking bald man on steroids in a fucking oversized dress shirt and a pair of teenage booty shorts.
Okay. And lastly, I want to please God and I want to be obedient. Everybody.
Okay, he wants you to please God and be obedient. Okay, okay. Well, look. Why can't God fucking come and ask for this shit himself? Like, why does he need Andy Elliott to ask for you to be more obedient, right? Why does he need that? Why does he want you to submit? Like, I'm sorry, like, you know, you get one life, right? You get one life on this fucking earth, and God wants you to spend it being submissive to Andy Elliott. Like, are we serious right now? Right? Is this what we're doing? We are trying to spend our one moment on earth, one life that we get, being submissive and obedient towards Andy Elliott.
Say obedient. Man.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Obedient. Everybody say obedient.
Do you see that? Everybody say obedient, and then the crowd even reacts to it. It's disgusting. How slimy. Look, watch this again.
This place. You'll see the realest thing ever. Matter of fact, we're more intense up there than we are down.
The realest thing ever. Bullshit.
I got to keep it low so some of you guys don't freak out.
He doesn't want you to freak out. Okay, it's already freaky enough seeing this fucking steroid abusing persons in booty shorts. But watch this bit. This bit's truly disgusting. Watch it. Listen to it.
Okay. And lastly,
listen to this bit.
I want to please God and I want to be obedient. Everybody
I want to please God and I want to be obedient.
say obedient.
Everybody's so obedient, and the fucking crowd reacts.
Man, I don't know if I like that.
I don't know if I like that. Right. And so now he's a judge. So now he's the one who decides whether he likes shit or not. Okay. You're the one who just submitted and said, obedient. Right. You're the one who submitted to his demand. And then he's the one who says, I don't like that.
When you're called, do what the hell he says.
When you're called, do what he says. Okay. So obviously he is talking about God, right? But he's also now giving a fucking religious sermon, right? And just like how priests and vicars and archbishops and whatever, right? They're kind of speaking with God's authority, right? They are the ones who are spreading God's message on behalf of God uh, on earth to the people, right? Now he's trying to do the same thing. And then he's being the judge and telling you that he doesn't like it, right? And when he says he doesn't like it, now you're the one who's unsure about himself, right? So because he doesn't like it, he now is going to mold you into how he sees fit, how he sees the correct way to execute whatever he wants you to execute.
Every one of you guys has a calling on your life, and I promise you, a lot of you guys aren't being obedient.
I promise you, a lot of you guys aren't being obedient. We don't need more obedience. We need more fucking leaders. We need more people in charge, right? The people, the evil elites, the people who are running the world, they're already in charge, okay? They are leading you astray. They're leading you down a path of weakness, down a path of where you have no you know choice over your life, where you are being pushed down into being easily manipulated. And then this guy comes along and says he doesn't like it. This guy comes along and says, like, oh, you could be more obedient, you could be more submissive, right? We don't need more submissive people, we don't need more obedience. We need fucking rebels. We need people to kickstart revolutions. Okay, this guy is absolutely leading you astray. He is telling you a bunch of nonsense. Let's jump back into the video.
You want to know why it's not working out? You're not obedient.
Why is he harping on about obedience so much? Okay, is it because he wants to teach you to be obedient, so that when you have genuine questions and concerns about his methods, about what he is teaching you, if you were to ever questioning him, he'd be like, I'm sorry, you need to be obedient. Okay, don't fucking ask me questions. Be obedient, be submissive. This is what his scam is.
You say, Andy, but when I'm obedient, it feels like I'll lose everything and I'm taking steps backwards.
Yeah. I mean, when you are being obedient, you are taking steps backwards, because, you know, a child is obedient, right? A man isn't, right? If you want to be a real man, if you want to be a fucking leader, which is what the world needs, okay, more leaders, more points of authority, you cannot be obedient. You have to be a fucking rebel. You have to be able to fight against authority, right? Because the authorities are leading you astray. The people in charge of governments, of the world, of CEOs, you know, technological companies, and these people are leading you astray. And this is exactly what Andy Elliott is trying to do. He wants to beat you into submission.
You're so dumb.
And now he has the audacity to call his followers dumb, right? This isn't somebody who's uplifting people. This isn't somebody who's helping people, who's, you know, really helping people who are downtrodden. I mean, I guess a lot of the people who follow him are ex-addicts, right? A lot of people are financially struggling, okay? A lot of these people have very little options, right? And then they come to follow this guy, you know, because they're hoping to get some type of answer, some type of clarity of how to make money, and so, help their family members, their loved ones, okay, build up towards a better life. And then this guy, you know, comes along and says, yeah, I don't like you. You're not submissive enough, okay? You're not obedient enough. He doesn't like it, okay, because he needs you weaker.
I was dumb like that too.
And then he calls you dumb. He says you're not intelligent. Because you're not dumb. Because you are dumb, and because you're not intelligent, you can't trust yourself. You cannot trust what you are saying. You cannot trust your own decisions, which is why you need Andy Elliott to lead you.
Honestly, guys, I want to tell you something. When I first started my company, I hired some really good hires, but then I went through this little phase that I was like, I need to hire some killers.
Okay, so now he's giving his little story, a little pep talk to make him seem like he's more relatable. None of these people have started their own company, so this story is
And I
redundant.
kind of put my standards to the side for just a second because I was like, I can get the numbers up to this next level if I go hire these killers. Well, guess what happened? I did bring some in. And then I noticed I was having my sales meeting. I'm firing everybody up. And I noticed these killers that I hired over here that weren't holding the standards. And they were going out and drinking at night. And my guys over here who weren't drinking, they were doing the things right. They were showing up to the gym. These guys weren't going to the gym. These guys were making all the money over here.
so, so so now he's saying I had this really good salespeople who are drinking every night and having fun, making a lot of money, but that's not who I want you to be. I don't want you to drink. I want you to stay sober so that you spend all your fucking money. Because think about it. If you are running a sales company, if you have a bunch of salespeople under you, you don't want them to turn up the next day hungover, do you? Right. So now he is applying a certain criteria to his workforce. He's literally painting out the ideal type of person that he wants to hire, that he wants in his company. And he is literally saying, look, if you're somebody who drinks and has fun and still is able to make sales, you're doing it the wrong way. Okay, because he needs you sober. He wants you sober so that he can extract more energy and resources and time out of you. That is what he's trying to do right now.
You're making more money than these guys, but these guys were taking care of their families, taking care of their wife. They were trying to get close to God. They were trying to recreate and change. And these guys over here, they just were better than them today at making money.
So the killers were making more money, more sales, which is what most people want. But because they were going around it the wrong way, because they weren't taking care of their families, because they didn't believe in God, because they were turning up the next day hungover, that they aren't good salespeople, right? So now he's trying to literally tap into this weird, pseudo, Christian sales force, not addicted to any substances, and now renounces alcohol, stays away from alcohol. He wants you to be a certain type of person, a certain type of salesman, so that he can easily control you.
And I would see them eye roll, and I'd see these guys look up to me, and I looked at them. I was like,
okay, because he knew that the people who are actually making money, who are actually good at sales, don't look up to Andy Elliott, right? Because if you are good at sales, you really look at somebody like Andy Elliott and you're like, oh no, you're not a good sales manager. You don't have a fucking clue what it takes to make sales, right? So already when you have somebody who's good, naturally gifted at sales, when Andy Elliott comes across somebody like that, he shies away. He doesn't want to be associated with those people. He doesn't want to be surrounded by good salesmen. He just wants to be surrounded by salesmen who are easily manipulated. He wants weak salesmen because that is how he believes he can stay in charge. His ego is so fragile that he always needs to be the alpha male in the group, that he needs to be the one in charge, because if he's not in charge and the company is profitable, he feels very, very small, which again, you can see in the fact that this guy is abusing steroids, that he is all about perception.
like, dude, you know what? I'm like, you guys got to go.
So you had a bunch of salespeople in your company who are making a lot of money and you decided to let them go. Yeah, that is like no fucking real sales manager ever. Do you get what I mean? Like it is absolute crazy what this guy is saying. It is not true. It's absolute bullshit. It's just a story he's telling you so that you don't drink alcohol and you become easily manipulated by Andy Elliott.
You guys got to go. And I fired those top producers.
Again, no company, no actual profitable company, no real good company ever in the world would fire their top salespeople. It doesn't make sense. I mean, how much alcohol were these people drinking? Do you get what I mean? Like what are you trying to say? Like these people were the top selling salespeople, yet they were dysfunctional alcoholics. I mean, were they raping people? Were they, did they set up a human trafficking ring? Do you get what I mean? Like what? Like he's missing a lot of details here, because okay, so you had a bunch of salespeople who didn't have families apparently, who are making a lot of money for your company, more money than any other salespeople, yet they turned up hungover a couple times a week. They were maybe half an hour late. It's fair enough, right? Like if you're making, if you're the top performer in your company, you can relax a little bit, because you are the top performing person in your company. But Andy Elliott didn't like it. He didn't like it, the fact that he could not tame these wild animals, these wild salespeople. He felt insignificant and weak next to them.
Best thing I ever did in my life. You know, I thought about it before I fired him. I thought, man, my numbers are going to drop like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, your numbers are going to drop like crazy because you're getting rid of the people who actually bring profit into your company. This guy's allergic to profit. This guy's allergic to success. All he wants is to cosplay. All he wants to do is to pretend to be an alpha male, to pretend to be a leader. Okay, this is why this guy is not popular. This is why this guy is small. This is why this is the reason this guy is going to continue to be a bottom feeder, trying to become successful on the backs of ex-addicts, weak people who have low self-esteem. When he ever comes across somebody who has higher self-esteem, he folds, he becomes small. This is why he is on stage wearing boot shorts, because he is looking for troubled souls. He's looking for people who aren't true to themselves. Okay, he's trying to attract you with his bum cheeks.
You know what happened? These guys over here, because they saw that their leader actually had the courage to do what was right.
What was wrong about that? Like okay, so you had a bunch of people who went out partying a couple times a week, and then you fired them. What? So people have no free will. So people are not allowed to have a little bit of enjoyment in their life. Okay, sales can be a very stressful job. Okay, and many people, to let off a little bit of pressure, to let off a little bit of steam. Okay, take the edge off, have a little drink, they have a little fun, they go to a party. Many people are out on the road, they're in different cities, it's very lonely. Alcohol can be a great social lubricant. So these people have a little bit of fun, right? But they're still bringing in money to this fucking company. Okay, and you have to remember, who the fuck is Andy Elliott? What is his company? What does this guy even sell? What is he selling? Right, like, I'm sorry, like, I haven't heard a single product. All he said was he had a bunch of very successful salespeople in his company. He got rid of them, and then the people who weren't good salespeople, they respect him more because he done the right thing. What are you even selling? Okay, is your company even profitable? Right? Is it all a scam? What is it actually happening at your company, Andy?
Even know that the outcome wasn't clear what would happen, that's what entrepreneurs do.
No, that is not what entrepreneurs do. The outcome wasn't clear because you got rid of the people who were bringing profit. You literally caused a massive risk to your company, getting rid of the people who were actually performing. And the people who weren't performing, you somehow rewarded them because you thought that they will stay more loyal to you. Like, it doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense, Andy. It is absolutely a bullshit story. I'm calling BS. I don't think none of this ever happened. I don't even think he ever had a proper sales company. I reckon it was maybe a room full of 3 people. One of them had like to have a little bit of a party, maybe. Okay. You know, had one or two many drinks on a Friday or Saturday, and this guy didn't like it. He didn't like the ego. He didn't like the fact that this guy was more profitable than him, and he decided to get rid of him because his ego could not take it.
They live in uncertainty and they thrive in it. I watch these guys over here rise immediately.
Okay, how did it rise? So these people weren't profitable sales traders before, and now because the alcoholic sales traders left, now they have risen. Like, it doesn't make sense. And I mean, okay, so these people like to party, right? These people, like to drink and party a lot, but they were really good at sales. If you're such a good sales trainer, couldn't you get them to quit their alcoholic dependency and then become even better fucking salespeople? Do you get what I mean? I mean, you're already recruiting for people who are ex-addicts. So couldn't you get them to, instead of being addicted to drinking and partying, to being addicted to whatever the fuck that you're trying to get them addicted to, learning and progress, all right? Couldn't you, like, you're supposed to be this fucking amazing mentor, absolutely amazing sales trainer. Could you not switch it? Or are you not that good, Andy? Oh, is it only good if they're fucking actual drug addicts? Like, what is it? What are you trying to do? Is it you're just trying to get low self-esteem people? And whenever you encounter somebody who has a backbone, who has self-confidence in their fucking heart, okay, somebody who has an actual spine, you fold. Okay, is it because your methods only work on people who are absolutely lost in life looking for guidance? That is when you actually are able to be seen as a competent leader.
Because they had my back more than they have ever had my back because they saw me stand for something.
It doesn't make sense. Whatever you just said does not make
That
sense.
was the day that the Elliott Group was really born.
What does the Elliott Group do? What are you even trying to sell? You know, are you trying to sell like what is it you're trying to sell, Andy? Okay, like it's all great calling it the Elliott Group, right? Whatever name you give it, it's all great telling these pretend stories of you firing the top salespeople, which is ludicrous for any business, right? Like it is absolutely crazy the lengths of these pretend scenarios that you're trying to create.
And that day, I decided that I would never sell out for money again.
Okay, so why not give everything away for free? Like, if you're never going to sell out for money, just give everything away for free, Andy. Okay, why not be charitable, right? Every fucking business exists to make a profit. Sales, the whole point of like being a good salesman is being a profitable salesman. Okay, so step one, you fucking failed. You got rid of the actual profitable people within your company, and you could not teach them to be addicted to the things that you want them to be addicted to. So you're not a good teacher. You're not a good judge of character. You're not a good leader. You are somebody who, whenever you come across conflict, whenever you come across, somebody who stands up to your authority, you kind of fold. You just get rid of them. You can't, you can't actually tame people. Right, you are just literally looking for the easiest people to mold into your pay pigs. That is what you're doing. This is why you are a weak-minded dominatrix.
Okay, so I want to tell you, when you're obedient and you're prompted, God prompted me, get rid of these guys. These guys are going to lead you back to your old life, Andy. Get rid of them.
Okay, so they're gonna lead him back to his old life. So is it because you're an ex-addict yourself? Is it because you enjoy having a little bit of a party that you now have found God and now you're trying to be this Christian pseudo salesman who's following God yet absolutely rinsing and scamming people left, right, and center? What is it that you're trying to do? Why are you getting rid of the best performing salespeople in your company? Why are you not able to be strong and stand up to these people?
You're building something special here. I know you don't have what you want right now, but I'm telling you, this is called the build. The build's the bitch. It's the build. It's the build. Enjoy the journey. Become obsessed with today. You got these.
Build the bitch. This is the build. Like what do these buzzwords mean? Okay, just because you used the word bitch, like it's a little bit provocative, I guess, to a crowd full of fucking ex-addicts. Like, but what are we trying to do here, Andy? It doesn't make sense. Whatever you're fucking trying to say, it is absolute bullshit. This is garbage.
Guys over here that believe in you. Don't let them down.
You're letting yourself down, Andy. Don't wear those fucking shorts.
Told these people to trust you. They can, but you're showing them a different you right now. You want to bring that old Andy back out, or we want to keep recreating? You want to really stand firm for something that you believe in?
Okay, so obviously, clearly this guy, he's gone through a 12-step program. He's found God. He's submitting to a higher power, and now he's trying to kind of combine the Alcoholics Anonymous with the 12-step program with some type of sales program. Like, is it, is he trying to create the 13th sales program so that now that you're selling to people, that, not only could you be free of your addiction, you could also be profitable, like a second-rate sales trader. You can't be an actual professional good salesperson because, to be a good salesperson, you need to be addicted to alcohol, apparently. According to Andy, this is, by the way. He had to get rid of the best performing sales reps in his company because they were alcoholics, right? Because they were having a little bit of a party. Or is it just because you're jealous that some people aren't, look, if you're going through an addiction, like my heart goes out to you, I hope you fucking do well and recover. But some people, they can have a fucking drink on the weekend. They can drink and still perform the next day, still function the next day. They're not fucking addicts. They're not fucking dependent on it, right? Are you just now taking out your frustration? I mean, these people that he fired, by the way, they lost their jobs. Like, do you get what I mean? So it's not like a noble thing that this guy did. They lost their jobs. All they did was party a little bit. He didn't really tell us anything bad that they ever did while they were having a little bit of a party, while they were having a little bit of drink. This guy's an absolute hypocrite. He is just somebody who is very jealous. He is very narcissistic. You cannot trust this person.
Man, You're gone. Bam, these are my people. Now we have the Elliott Group. And by the way, that standard, it lives because we stood firm on it. And so I just want to tell you, you got to be obedient, okay? And some of you guys, you may not have thought when you come here, I want to get close to God. Man, if I have anything that I could ever, if any of you could ever say anything good that.
I mean, you know, if you're such a good salesman, like, why do you need to rely on trying to use God's name to try and back up your claims? Okay. He's literally trying to appeal to religious people, people who believe in God, to try and gain favor with them. It's absolutely disgusting what this guy's doing. He should not be allowed to be in a room full of these people.
Would really affect me, it would be, Andy, I am closer to God because of you. When I die and I go to heaven, my goal is to have millions more with me, my wife, and my kids. That's my goal. Look, I want you guys to make more money, but if you chase the man, not the money, you're going to get plenty of money. Like, money is everywhere. And by the way, everybody write this down. Will you, for a second? Disconnect from the money. Please, for a minute, disconnect from the money. Anytime.
Okay, so sales is all about fucking money. You try to be in a fucking company and try to be part of the sales team, and you're not hitting your targets, you're not profitable, but you turn around and say, look, man, I might not be profitable, but at least I'm not going out every fucking night. It's not going to fly. This is not going to fucking work. They'll get rid of you because you're not profitable. Okay, they're paying you some type of salary. You know, they are allowing you to use company resources, okay, which is a cost within itself. And then, you know, you're not making any money. You're not bringing any fucking, you know, any revenue into the company. I remember, you know, I used to work in sales after university for 1 year. I worked for a, you know, a European export company, a power tool export company. My manager said, look, you know, whatever I paid you, you need to bring in 10x revenue, 10x profit, sorry, 10x profit. Okay. So he was paying me 15,000 a base, like a basic, and then, you know, I got paid commission. And he said, look, you need to bring in at least 150,000 pounds worth of profit. Okay. And this was like 15 years ago. Right. So this was 15 years ago. Like, now will be, I don't know, like maybe, you know, 400,000 pounds. Like, do you get what I mean? Because of inflation. So you need to bring in more than they are paying you. And the fact that this guy is like now disconnect from the money. I'm sorry. If you work in sales, it's all about fucking the bottom line. It's all about profit. It's all about how much you are generating
That you're
for the
going to
company.
recreate and change your life. You will never be able to fully change your life if you do not disconnect from the money. Because if you do what's right, you'll probably have to take 3 steps back. That might be make a little bit of less money for a minute before God catapults you to your future self that'll be making the money you've always dreamed to make. Does that make sense? Yes. But you can't get there if you're like, well, this is going to cost me some money. Disconnect from it. Disconnect from it. When I went to train, when I went to coach, my first mentor charged me $20,000. I was like, oh my God, $20,000. Dude, I had to disconnect from the money.
Do you see that? His first mentor charged him $20,000, but he had to disconnect it because $20,000 is a lot for these people. So he's now trying to prime you into buying his product by disconnecting from the actual monetary value, so that when you do pay him $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, whatever it is, that you disconnect from how much money it is, and you just only associate the benefits that you might get. Okay, because these benefits are not guaranteed.
To see what my life would look like on the other side of that decision. If I knew what this guy knew, if I knew that this guy could help me the way that he helped himself, then I could get to where I really want to go in life. If I could get there on my own, I wouldn't need him, but I'm not there already. He's already been there. If he'll teach me, I need to pay him. I need to disconnect from this $20,000 in my hand. I paid. My life changed.
And do you see what he just done there, right? Like, you see, he's basically saying you pay him $20,000, disconnect from the pain of handing over that amount of money, but your life will change. And you could just be like Andy Elliott. 10 years from now, you could be in a fucking room, roided up to your fucking eyeballs, wearing booty shorts, right? Trying to be, I don't know, like a middle-aged fucking twink, you know, trying to sexually attract a bunch of addicts, you know, into buying his sales course. Like, is that the future of all these people in the fucking room? Is that what he is trying to achieve? It is gross. It is disgusting. The methods that he is using are absolutely diabolical. This guy needs to be off the internet.
Oh my God. And immediately, whenever I disconnected from the money and I paid for it, it showed that money no longer controlled me.
Okay, if money doesn't control you, why even get a sales job? What sales jobs are some of the most difficult jobs? Okay, sales jobs are difficult, hard. Some of the most unfulfilling jobs as well. Like, unless you're selling something that's actually beneficial to people, a lot of the time, many people hate working in sales because of its ruthless nature. And this guy's telling you to disassociate with the monetary perks, values that you get from it, okay, in order to be satisfied enough. Why fucking get a job like that in the first place? Why not just work for charity, right? It's not true what this guy's saying. It doesn't make sense what he's saying, but because he is the one who has a microphone in his hands, because he is the one who is on the stage, people are easily and willing to submit. And I believe and the type of audience that this guy attracts, the type of people that he brings into his sphere, they are, it looks like that they are ex-addicts. Okay, a lot of them are ex heroin, crack, alcohol addicts. Okay, they have impulse control issues. Okay, they are, they have low self-esteem, they have a low opinion of themselves, and then this guy comes along and be like, look man, I want you to make a lot of money in sales, but disassociate with the monetary value so that you buy my fucking $20,000 course. Here, by the way, why don't you look at my quads in these booty shorts, in case you ever want to have some hanky panky later on with me down the line. Like, it's absolutely disgusting, everything that this guy stands for, and the fact that the way he just willy-nilly uses God's name in order to justify what he is saying.
Dude, money controls everyone. Does
Yeah, but why are you shouting now?
not control me. I don't care. Me and Jacqueline are not afraid to go broke. We're not afraid. We're afraid.
Okay, if we're not afraid to go broke, why even bother paying the 20,000 to Andy Elliott, sorry. Elliott Anderson's a football player. Okay, Andy Elliott. But let's save that 20,000. Let's buy, a little house, a flat, an apartment. Okay, let's maybe enjoy life a little bit. No, 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 no. You can't enjoy life. You have to hand over that money to Andy Elliott. But we are not controlled by it.
To go back to who we used to be. That's the only fear I have. I hate that guy. I hate that person. And so when you see me keep pivoting back to this key point.
Okay, and this whole self-hate, I hate that guy, I hate that person. I believe he's got some real psychological issues, this guy, right? I mean, let's have a little look about his history, okay? Who is Andy Elliott? Okay, who is Andy Elliott? Let's have a look-see. Why don't we? Andy Elliott is a prominent high-intensity sales trainer, author, and CEO of the Elliott Group, widely recognized as build one of the fastest-growing sales training companies in the world. Based in Arizona, he specializes in training professionals in automotive sales, high-level negotiations, and closing techniques. Okay, let's type in Andy Elliott controversy. Controversy. Well, here we go. Andy is prominent, blah, blah, blah. High controversy stems from a mix of extreme employment demands, a checkered path involving legal issues, polarizing training methods, six-pack or fired mandate. Elliott gained significant attention for stating he requires his employees to have a six-pack, like physically fit to work for him, claiming it shows discipline and high standards, right? So he needs you to have a six-pack. Like, I mean, this is a guy on stage wearing booty shorts, right? Trying to show off his quads, right? Like, does he have a muscle fetish? Like, is this some sexual kink that he's trying to explore? Okay. It's a weird thing to want to, because obviously he doesn't want anybody who likes to party, right? So now he wants you to stay, swear off alcohol so that you never turn up hungover. He wants you to have a six-pack because it shows discipline, or is it because he kind of likes looking at a man's six-pack? Like, it's a little bit weird, isn't it, Andy? Isn't it a little bit odd? Admitted past fraud and immunity. According to court documents and transcripts, Ellie admitted that during his time as a high-performing car salesman manager at Big Red dealership, he participated in fraudulent activities such as falsifying customer down payments to get loans approved. Okay, so he is willing to do whatever it fucking takes. So basically, right, when you go buy a car, if you want to take a loan out, some car finance to buy the car, right? You're supposed to do a background check if this guy is actually able to afford the monthly payments to buy the fucking car, right? This guy's willing to pretend that yeah, you'll be able to fucking afford it, right? So maybe like you take out a car, you clearly cannot afford the monthly payments. 2-3 months down the line, the car gets repossessed, okay? But as long as this guy is selling fucking cars, that he is able to make sure his numbers go up, he doesn't give two shits, right? So if he's not willing to give a shit to the people that he's selling cars to, why is he giving a shit about these types of people in his fucking audience? Okay, he is probably willing to scam them into oblivion. Let's carry on. Avoiding jail time. Reports indicate that in 2015, when the FBI investigated his dealership, Elliott received immunity in exchange for testifying against others involved in the fucking scandal. He's a rat. This guy's a rat. Okay. Oh my god! So he was basically he was a manager and he was telling his salespeople to sell car to fraudulently sell these loans to people who can't afford the repayments. He was falsifying these applications. He was because he was the manager, he was the person in charge. The people who were willing to listen to and do what this guy said, he threw him under the bus to the FBI. He said, okay, look, I'll tell you who it was, who's involved, if you give me immunity. So he's the one who's instigated this. Then he throws him under the bus, right, for his own immunity, to save his own skin. This is the type of person this individual is. Aggressive sales tactics. He is criticized for teaching methods that are viewed by some as manipulative or overly aggressive, prioritizing immediate sales over long-term customer relationships. Some critics argue he provides low value and simply repackages motivational content. I mean, it looks like this is what this guy's doing. He's trying to find weak-minded people who are easily manipulated and try to force them into this motivational pipeline so that he can walk away to make profit and be seen as a good guy, basically. Okay, let's carry on. Aggressive marketing. Reviews on platforms like Reddit often describe his methods as bro heavy or overly aggressive, noting that his high intensity killer mindset may not work for average customers. Price and value. Some customers have complained about the high cost of his courses, such as Operation Iron Build Book, which reportedly cost $1,400 with a no refund policy. Despite these controversies, company Elliott Group continues to operate as a major player in the sales training industry, reported revenue of $160 million in 2023. That's revenue, not profit, by the way. So who knows what the fuck his costs are. I mean, it's kind of... yeah, this is real greaseball shit. This is greaseball shit, okay? I mean, he's repackaging. His philosophy is focused on extreme ownership, which is the Jacko Willink, Navy SEAL modus operandi. Revenue reportedly generated $160 million in 2023, training more than 1.3 professionals. Business model provides sales training, business coaching, digital resources to over 10,000 companies. I mean, who's buying this shit? Do you get what I mean? Who is even fucking hiring this shit? This guy. It's absolutely out of control. The fact that many people are even fucking entertaining this guy, right? It is absolutely disgusting. And many people are buying into his grift, okay, because I think a lot of it comes down to the religious angle. He is going down the religious grift that he is trying to push.
This is the play, the formula. And so disconnect from the money. And secondly, I want you to write this down. Disconnect from your feelings.
disconnect from your feelings. Okay, now he wants you to disassociate with yourself. So he's talking to a room of ex fucking drug addicts, alcoholics, okay, addicted to gambling, probably, right? Pornography, sex, right? Ex addicts. Disassociate yourself from your fucking feelings, right? These people already disassociated, right? This is why they launch themselves into forms of escapism. This is not the healthiest person. This is not a person you should be taking advice from.
Someone asked me last night, how do you do something when you don't feel like doing it? Disconnect from your damn feelings. Disconnect from your damn feelings. Next time.
I mean, that's exactly straight out the Andrew Tate playbook. I mean, every fucking motivational prick online will tell you, like, you know, if you don't feel like doing something, you just still do it. You need to push through the hard feelings. You need to be able to fucking have the discipline to push through it, push past your pain, the fears that you got, and you know, come back with an outcome. This is exactly out of the manosphere playbook.
You don't want to do something, what did you promise yourself you were going to do? What's your vision say? It just goes back to, like, God's with you. He's alive. Like, people think that, oh, Jesus, thank you.
So he basically just ran out of actually, you know, an actually justifiable, fact-based analysis there, and then he was like, "Oh, Jesus is alive. God's alive. Like, God wants you to this." Okay, he just leans on this God thing quite heavily, and especially in America. You know, like you know, many people. I think he's based in Arizona. You know, people in the American South, right? Like that, those states, they are more religious. Okay, and those people are more conservative, and you know, they are good people, they believe in God. And then this guy comes along who pretends to be a charlatan, to also be a God loving, you know, God fearing man. um they kind of buy into him, okay, because I mean, people are going through financial hardship at the moment, and if somebody is able to show him a way out, then when the guy like this comes along and tells them, "I also fear God, by the way, I can sell you a course so that you can make money in your life," they are willing to part with their
For
cash.
dying for my sins. He's right here. Are we done? He's alive, idiots. He's right here next to us. He's on stage. He's sitting right here. He's sitting next to that chair.
God is everywhere. He's on that chair. He's in this room. He's on this stage. Who else is on this fucking stage? Andy Elliott. So he's trying to word associate and be like, look, God can be anywhere. It could be fucking me, right? Like that. He's trying to pretend like he can be your God, right? Which is a horrible thing to do. He is literally manipulating people. He is abusing people. He is taking good people and abusing their trust and leading them astray.
You're praying to God. You just sit over. He's sitting right here in the chair. It's like he's always with us. He's never left us. And so and by the way,
What's God got to do with sales? Okay, like when God created the universe, I don't think He created be like, okay, like, you know, I'm going to create gravity. I'm going to create, you know, the fucking solar system, the universe, right? And I'm also going to create like a sales system, so you know, you can have fucking these people who can go to ex addicts who will go to a sales convention center and listen to a guy in booty shorts fucking buy a sales course, because that is what that's the reason why I created the earth, okay? Because we need more salespeople. We don't need more religious people. We don't need more good people. We need more salespeople. And this is the thing that Andy Elliott is trying to abuse.
people are like, come on, man, enough with the God thing. Okay.
Yeah, enough with the God thing. Okay, he even realizes, okay, that he leans too heavily into it. Okay, he's trying to look for a certain demographic, demographic of people who have blind faith into God, who don't believe in God, people who are willing to you know, suspend their beliefs into a higher power. And then he's trying to be like, look, if you're willing to do all fucking that, why not buy my sales course and then gain some of the fucking rewards from this world in terms of monetary value?
You go find your people. Go find them. But if you're with me and you're understanding, if you're an overcomer, if you're an underdog, if you're broken, if you're lost.
Yeah, so this is the type of people he's looking for. He's looking for underdogs, broken people, people who are underachieving, people who are lost in life. Okay, he's looking for weak people, people who, you know, these people don't need a sales course. Okay, they don't need a, you know, internet sales guru to come in and tell them what to fucking do. They need community. they need friends. Okay, they need to be around loving people. They don't need to be around people who are, absolutely trying to rinse them for every single penny that they have.
If you've made a lot of mistakes like me, you will never get to the next level of your life.
I mean, every person in life has ever fucking made a mistake, right? But then he goes like, "Oh, if you've made a lot of mistakes like me, then us two, we're the same type of person. We're two peas in a fucking pod. If I can overcome it, you can overcome it too." He's trying to now position himself to be like, whatever situation they find themselves in. He's like, "Look, I've been in your situation, and I found my way out of it. Okay, by doing sales. Now, therefore, you can find your way out of it if you buy my sales course." Okay, it is the way that he positions himself.
Running in that freaking shame. It ain't going to happen. You're going to need to know that you're forgiven. And he forgives you immediately. The world will never forgive you guys.
The world's a horrible place, but God will never forgive you. But by the way, God will never speak to you, right? But he will speak to you if you buy my fucking sales course. Like, it's just the way that he is trying to do this word salad to manipulate his audience.
Listen to me clearly. The world will never forgive any of you.
Okay. But you just said God is forgiving, right? So why would he create a world where the world doesn't forgive him, but he forgives you, but you can speak and interact with the real world, but you can't speak to God? It's like what are we even fucking doing here? Do you know what I mean? If all that mattered was fucking God and God forgiving you, great. Like, why not walk around fucking just, smashing up people, start human trafficking, start selling fucking drugs to kids? Why not do horrendous fucking crimes, right? Because God will fucking forgive you.
Okay? But he will. And he forgives you immediately.
It's absolute bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. If you made many mistakes, okay, if you've defrauded people out of money, right, he will forgive you immediately. It's just like a justification to whitewash yourself of any fucking crimes that you have committed in the past.
You don't want to know him? What would your guys' life look like if you had that kind of freedom? What would your life look like if you knew you never had to carry a burden again? What would your life look like now if all those thousands of pounds that you're carrying on your shoulder, they were gone instantly?
I mean, it probably would look a lot better if they weren't stuck in a fucking room with Andy Elliott. Let me tell you that, all right? Because nobody wants to look at his booty shorts. A grown man on TRT in booty shorts. Nobody needs to see that.
He's right there. Ask him to
Is he though? Is he right there?
be your Lord and Savior of your life. Boom. He takes it. Isn't that crazy? That's how much God loves you. I never thought someone could love a sick person like me. And then once I started to realize it, I'm like, man, I'm actually a good person.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably like, I don't know what dirty shit this guy's into. Okay, deviant sexual fetishes, and he's like, what, God will really fucking love me, and then he's like, yeah, okay, God forgives me, and then he carries on his sexual deviances, in public, on stage, dressing inappropriately in front of people, but then he chalks it down to God forgiving him, and he moves on with his fucking life. I mean, it's absolutely wild, the mental gymnastics this guy's doing in order to justify himself not coming out.
I wasn't then, but I am now. I'm not perfect, still make mistakes. That's my wife every day. Guys, she reminds me every day. But you know what? She does it.
My fucking wife annoys me every single day, but fucking God, he keeps me in the straight and narrow. He keeps me in the fucking straight and narrow. That's why I fucking do TRT. That's why I wear fucking booty shorts, because I need to sniff some fucking cocaine.
She's my coach. Actually, I asked my wife to be hard on me because I need a coach.
He asks his wife to fucking peg him in his arsehole, and he's like, I need it harder because I need a fucking coach. Peg me harder, coach.
That's what you do with your coach. You say, will you please, if you see me stepping out of line in any way, shape, or form, will you please check the hell out of me? And so when they check you, you got to understand that you gave them permission to do that because you are ready to go to your max potential.
You see what he's doing there? He's trying to prime his audience because he wants to position himself to be their sales coach. So he's like, look, you guys need to come up to me and tell me to be even harder on you, right? So then when he's really abusing them, when he breaks them down psychologically, okay, that these people will justify it in their mind, being like, well, I actually asked for this. Like, he not only does he want these people, weak-minded people, people with substance abuse issues in the past, to join his program. He then wants these people to actively ask for pain, actively ask for hardship from him, so that so that the coach will discipline them. And when it gets too much for them, when it gets to a point of where this is inappropriate, that this is, that this shouldn't be happening, um, and they get to the point of where they're quitting, they in their back of the mind, they'll be like, well, actually they asked for this, right? So he's trying to brainwash these people. This is a brainwashing happening to these people in the crowd in front of your eyes, which is absolutely disgusting.
We're overachievers. Okay? So, anyways, why are you here? All right? How great will you become? This is the magical question to all of us. How great will you become? My number one goal, if I had any effect on your life, would get you to believe in yourself more than you've ever believed in yourself your whole life.
I mean, he's picking the people with the low self-esteem in the fucking in the world already. Okay, a bunch of people who literally have no self-confidence, that they need to go to a roided up 40-year-old man in boot shorts for help. They need to beg this person for help. Okay, and he's actively telling you that I'm going to abuse you and I'm going to ride you harder and peg you than ever before, right? So he's literally trying to funnel down the weakest, most malleable people in society. And then he's like, well, once I'm done with you, you're gonna have more self-esteem than you ever had. A lot of these people in his fucking in his audience that work for him have zero self-esteem. They've never had single day of self-esteem in their fucking life, right? Of course, any little shred that they can get is going to be 10 times more than they've ever experienced. So it's a very low bar that he's setting. Okay, the bar is so low. You have to understand with Andy Elliott, it's not a fucking miracle. It is just he is just choosing the lowest people in society.
That's like the number one thing that I want to do is get you to believe in yourself. Look, every one of you that are in here, the reason why you don't have the life that you want right now is because you don't believe in yourself.
So now the reason that these people don't have the lives that they want is not because of their circumstances, isn't because of what has happened in their life previously. It's all about their own fault and the fact that they don't believe themselves. Okay, and if he installs self-belief in them, then they will have this magical, amazing life that they've always dreamed of appear.
If you fully 110% believed in yourself,
I mean 110%, like, it doesn't exist. Like, what are we doing here, Andy? Okay, you are out of control.
Promise you would be rich, you'd be living a rich life, and you'd be set.
But I thought literally like 10 minutes ago, this guy was saying that, disassociate yourself from the monetary value, disassociate yourself from fucking money, right? And now he's like, yeah, you're gonna live the fucking best life you ever fucking had. You're gonna be fucking rich beyond your wildest dreams. It's absolutely crazy what this guy's saying. Okay, the mental gymnastics, the little loopholes that he's creating for himself, okay, to trick his audience into buying his courses is out of this fucking world.
Any doubt has to leave. None of you no longer can ever doubt yourself again. How great will you become? So I put this down. I want to become an icon. And I've chosen.
What does that mean? I want to become an icon. I thought he's talking about becoming rich. Now he's talking about becoming a fucking icon. So he is, not only is he driven by money, which is great. That money is fucking wonderful, but I'm not the one who's telling you to not fucking rape money. He's the one who's telling you to not chase money and then also want to be fucking rich and become a fucking icon. I mean, how narcissistic is his fucking ego?
A few areas that I want to be in when it comes to business, in sales, closing, and leadership. This is important to me. I believe that any one of you right now, if you're in this room, if I can teach you sales, you can go get a job and get rich. Does that make sense?
You have to remember, this is a room full of low self-esteem individuals, right? And then he comes along being like, look, anybody can fucking learn this, even if you're a fucking disaster of a person such as yourselves in the audience, right? So the bar is fucking low. And then he's giving them hope. He's giving them saying, like, anyone can do it. You can do it. If I teach you how to do it, be able to get a fucking sales job anywhere in the world, right? He's feeding them the self-belief, the craving that these fucking people need. These people, you have to understand, have no self-esteem. These people have the lowest level of confidence that you've ever met. Okay, these are ex-addicts. hopeless people, broken people. He actively said it. I'm not the one who's making this shit up, right? Watch the whole fucking speech. He was saying, I only work with, you know, people who are hopeless, people who are broken, and he rebuilds them up to this thing. Okay, not because he's charitable, because those people are easy to manipulate, right? So he's looking for a very particular demographic of kind of person. Okay, he then they have zero self-esteem, right? Never had self-esteem. He gives them a shred, a little, you know, sliver of hope, and then, you know, he tells them that he's able to transform their fucking life, and to the point of where are able to get a fucking job anywhere in the world. Okay, of course, right? Of course, he's offering this because, you know, these people are, you know, it's like a fucking person in the desert, you know, looking for fucking water, right? They're just looking for a drop, and that wherever it fucking comes from, they'll take it, right? Because they are that thirsty. This is what this person is doing right now.
Make sense? Yes. Do listen, no matter who you are in this room right now. Guys, you know one thing that I knew about the car lot? I could walk out on that pavement and go make me 20 grand a month, no matter what. Listen, if you got fired today and you're like, my life's over. No, it's not. You can walk out on any pavement in any car dealership. You make $20,000 and maybe $250,000 a year. Just like that. Just like that. Any car lot. Any car lot. Not the one you're on, any of them. The one you're on, you might be able to make $1 million. But any car lot, you go make 20 grand a month like that. Man, I got a speeding ticket. It's going to cost me $1,500. Walk outside. Who's got my money? I'll go get that money right now. I'm not going home before I get that $1,500 paying for that freaking bill. You can do that right now in the car business. That's what I love about the car business. So cool. So you got to become an icon in these areas. I really want you guys to become the greatest in the world. I don't want you to become good enough to make a living. I want you to become great enough to build a life by design. That's what I want, and I will teach you to do it. And by the way, I'm talking to you guys. One of the things that you guys should ask yourself is, can I learn everything that Andy is teaching, live it in my own life, and then teach it to everyone else after I've lived it who's around me?
So now he's just creating a fucking pyramid scheme. He's like, learn everything that Andy can fucking teach me, and then let me teach it to other people. Now it's a fucking pyramid scheme, right? So now it's not even a legit business. Now it's like, okay, even if you learn everything that I have to teach you and you're still not able to make any fucking sales, well, why don't you start peddling this fucking fake sales business, sales training that I'm giving you to other people, and then they'll pay you, and then, you know, you can be a fucking sales trainer like me with zero sales experience, by the way, and then just peddling this fake bullshit. This is why this guy cannot be trusted. He's out of absolute fucking control. And it's kind of disgusting. It's disgusting. His methods are disgusting. The way he dresses is disgusting. You know, the fake bullshit that he is peddling needs to be seriously looked at. Okay, and this is why it is a warning. I'm sending you a warning that this guy, stay away from him. If you are somebody who is inclined to follow him, you know, just look into it. Look into it for, you know, at face value at what he's doing. He's trying to manipulate you. He is trying to use God in order to trick you into parting with your fucking money. Because if he was truly a man of God, why not just fucking give it away? Huh? But I'm sure he's got a fucking excuse for that. But that is it for today. Oh, we got a comment. Let's have a look. Let's jump into the comments. Mogmax is United. Glad you're exposing these clowns. Dangerous stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's wild. You know that. I mean, the problem is that many people have lost so much hope. Many people are losing faith in society. And when a guy like Andy Elliott comes along, he's ready to pounce on them. He's a predator. In essence, he's a predator because he is picking and, you know, feeding off of the people who are most likely in society to already be broken. Okay, these people are bottom of the barrel. They are looking for some way out of their problems, and he is ready to manipulate them and, you know, use them for his own advantage. And that is what we are doing. We are exposing these people, and you know, I hope you do the same as well. I know you are exposing the fake looks maxes on the internet as well. And together, you know, we can come and overthrow these evil people who are ruling the world, who are ruining society. And that is what we're doing. That is what we are all about on this channel. But thank you, Mogmaxes United. I hope you're doing well, and hope to speak to you soon. But that is it for today. I will see you tomorrow. Stay safe, stay away from Andy Elliott, and take care.